You've stayed up to watch Red Reserve. Can they do the business? They've chose Valkyrie. We're going to be seeing it. We're going to be jumping on straight on board to the event. And straight away, Red Reserve, they're going to get those stuns out early. Joe's going to go down, as is Josh. Let's kick things off here as the first couple of points do go in Red Reserve's favor. Judging by that minimap, we're going to see a split spawn. Rise Nation, take control.
Rise Nation in control, and I was really surprised to see Red just challenge them on this map right off the break. I know that the lesser of two evils for them is kind of playing this map compared to Gibraltar. I know they're not a big fan of that one in Hardpoint. Yeah. But with how good Rise looked on this yesterday, I feel like they're just going to run away with this one, Momo. They looked so well practiced on the map. They took full command in the map versus TK, and I think they're going to do the same here.
Well, it's certainly a possibility, but I will say Red Reserve to actually pick this map, it's not something that they're going to come into lightly. They will have practiced, they'll have put the time in, and knowing this Red Reserve squad, they don't want to just be the best in Europe, they want to be the best in the world. They've got a lot to prove to get to that point. However, I put my predictions out there. I said that I've got Rise Nation in this one. I do agree with you. I feel right now they are the best team in Division A, and they can definitely rival the best teams in the world, of course. Division B, you've got the likes of LG, NB, and a lot of other teams to say the least. Right now, though, pretty much even. 35 plays 29, as we do see Red Reserve taking the lead here, but in control of this hard point. It's Rise Nation for now. Josh breaking through, as well as Rated. Red Reserve now retake control with a couple of kills.
Red Reserve in a narrow lead. Great challenges here, and the thing that stands out for me is how will Joe stack up against the prominent SMG gameplay from Rise Nation. Right now, he's doing all right. He's got some great help from Rated, who's off to a 7-3 start, but it is Red out to the lead, but this rotation for Rise is already being set up. Moving from bunker on over towards this next hill. Kills right now going to Rise as Red are looking for any entry they can get for the hard point.
65 to 31, last couple of minutes or moments have just gone to Red Reserve there, and you're looking at that minimap once again. TJ pushing out here, just trying to get those lines of sights here, finds one, trying to find the second. Oh my goodness, how is he not dead there? That grenade though from Josh, pinpoint perfection into TJ's top pocket as Rated does take down Gunless as well. I'm looking at Rated, that 5-kill streak, working towards that artillery. He doesn't want to peek out, he's got to find it, will pick up the kill for that score streak. We'll see those come in a little bit later on.
And I'm still trying to get a feel for how powerful streaks really are on this map. You know, I still don't think anything beats out St. Marie Hardpoint, but, you know, maybe as this map goes on, we will begin to see exactly where these streaks can just be so deadly. Right now, with Red Reserve not in control of the hill, doubt they'll use this artillery, especially for an indoor hardpoint. Zero's two-piece there. We'll swing the scrap time over to Red, which will be a 25-second swing, keeping them in the lead. And again, it's Rise Nation beginning to rotate on early first towards the next hard point. They're getting overwhelmed here, Momo.
They certainly are. Zero Rated and Joe there. Kill after kill. Methods is going to be caught there, lying down, and Joe starting to find himself into a little groove. 2 kills in a row as he's Rated. Now finds number 3 for him. 4-kill streak for Zero. Wow. Oh. Red Reserve have been practicing. Zero's getting hyped up on the main stage. It might be 9:45 here, or 9:44. To be precise here, but 92 to 60.
Okay.
Every time I say the time here, people pull me up on it and say I'm wrong, so I want to be precise.
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
While Rise, obviously I thought they were going to be great at this map, with Red shooting this well, good luck to Rise Nation. You just had an 8 streak from Zero where he had a couple ridiculous gunfight victories. You've got Rated at double positive. They are just outclassing Rise right now. Now Red are up by over 1 minute on this first map. As we move into the last hill of the first rotation. So far, so good for the European squad.
126 to 60, over double the points of Rise Nation. We're talking on the desk before as Rise Nation potentially, you know, the best team at this moment in time. Red Reserve and Rated in particular, making them look a little bit silly here. 15 to 7. And as well, a topic we did bring up was Joe having a few slow hard points, and, you know, the playstyle of Joe, he's not going to be the one picking up those easy long-range gunfights, maybe that Rated does. But if he can go neutral, or even just a little bit positive here, this can be an absolute blowout. That's not going to help anyone, though, if Zero's team killing him. 130 plays 65 here. Red Reserve looking super, super strong.
Yeah, and they're not slowing down, which I think is the big thing for me. This wasn't just a fluke of a start. It's been Red through and through on this map. As you can see, Look at the numbers from Rise Nation. Methods, who we normally see playing comfortably in full control. He's 9 and 10. Gunless, who's been someone who's been kind of a silent assassin in a lot of these games, putting up some solid numbers. He's 11 and 14. TJ, probably our standout player from Division A right now, -4. That's probably the best wave of kills Rise have gotten. They've now gotten into the hill and mid-vents for our second rotation, with Red still in the lead.
Rise Nation getting a couple of points on the board, much needed points, and actually they've been pretty strong in this ventilation room here, right in the middle. Been able to lock things down with the powerful SMGs. However, Red Reserve able to break certain setups, not this one. TJ, Methods, holding it down. 4-kill streak for Methods now as he finds himself at 13 and 10. Do be aware Looney has that fighter pilot as well. And that 60-point lead, Courage, is now down to just 25.
Yeah, and this is where it begins to get scary, as you've got TJ earning some streaks. He's come to life. And when Rise get in control, when they get the setup they want and they kind of dictate the pace of the game, look at how much more deadly they are. And yes, a lot of it does come down to the combined 12 streak we now see from this team. But again, that lead that Red Reserve had now gone. Still kills flooding in favor of Rise. Did Red just drop their controllers for the last? I don't know what's going on.
Red Reserve, I think, tried to push it. They overcompensated a little bit, but now they're trying to reset up, recompose, and set up for the next rotation here. Oh, shaky shots from Josh, but he does clean up there. As we do see a 5-kill streak for Gunless, a 4 for Methods, a 2 for Looney. Looking very nice if you're a Rise Nation fan here, as they lead by 15 now. Retake control, and look at that, kill after kill. Jesus, all yellow, man. All Rise Nation.
When's the last time Red scored? They were up, what, 131 to 60? Now it's 160 to 131, almost a full 2-minute swing. They can't even get near the hard point right now. They're going to rotate and give up this full 60 again. Okay, Momo. Rise Nation finally shoot back. They're now fully positive in the slang. What just happened?
This is ridiculous. Rise Nation, they're taking this game by the scruff of the neck. 178 plays 131. Rise Nation are on fire. Methods in particular with a 5-kill streak finally shut down. But we talked about it on the desk. Joe, a little bit of a slow game. 8 and 19. Yes, he has over a minute in the hard point. Can he pick it up? Most certainly. But he needs to change something right now. They've got full control of the bunker, though. And there's 52 seconds left, Courage. This is not over.
This is not over by any means. Red have some streaks to use. There's the artillery blocking the one lane, but you've got a pinch developing now from Rise Nation. Do they have any idea? That's a no. Gunless shoots one of the back. Looney with one of his own. They can't get the 2-piece, but either way, even this contest means the world for Rise Nation. They are 6 seconds away from eclipsing that 200-second mark.
However, look at that minimap, Jack. The bunker is fully in control of the Red Reserve squad. Locking things down in the middle, it's Josh, 21 and 21 with 42 interactions. Absolutely blown it out of the water here. 0 on a 4-kill streak. He's fancying himself as well. TJ does deny Joe once again, still stuck on the single digits. I hate to dwell on it, but one thing I feel like if Joe could just, go neutral from now on, Red Reserve can win this game, and they could win it very comfortably here. They're actually in a very strong position. As I'm looking at that rotation again. Huge, huge kills there coming in from Methods. Sits at 15 and 13, but he's anchoring that point as well. And as you said, Courage, they're going to drop 200.
Yeah, it's right now is honestly it's back and forth to say the least. It's Rise Nation fighting for every second they can get. As now the slaying is just kind of been even in the last hill, and you can see Rise really aren't pulling away. Red are keeping it close, but this is the hill for me that makes all the difference. Can Red break on through? 30 seconds separating these teams. A great juggle from Zero as he continues to try to do everything he can. Zero, another 8+ streak, keeping Red Reserve in this map.
Most definitely, and he's going to get not only those 3 kills in a row, he's going to get the last 20 seconds. It's going to be a 40-second swing in points. Joe now finding TJ, isn't going to find the second one, but with the streaks in hand, Red Reserve are going to break 200. Last game, last series of the night here, and Red Reserve are not going down without a fight.
No, they are not going down without a fight by any means. Rise Nation, look at those arrows barreling down on the hard point. They've got one player in, that's Methods, holding the time. And again, we talked about how he was 9 and 10 earlier, now positive at 17 and 15, and artillery in the hard point. Again, that's from that 3-piece from earlier from Zero, saving realistically the game for Red Reserve. It's keeping Rise Nation out of the hill. They're winning a couple gunfights on the front. No one getting time right now. Red in for the moment.
Yeah, and again, we're actually seeing Mortars coming down for Rise Nation. We're seeing streaks for 0 in the Red Reserve squad. Only 9 points separate them. No one can get on the hard point. And if they do, that's what happens. Rated, destroying Methods and TJ with that glide bomb as well. However, 15 seconds on this hill. We are going to see a second hill, or the next hill, should I say. And we're already seeing the rotation come down. Josh is giving up here. He's heading back to the vents.
Josh, he's trying to be the one to break on in first. Look at the streak still pouring on in. This one from Gunless, he's going to spot where the players are spawning, and that'll give Rise the exact knowledge of what they have to watch.
No.
These 4 doors, remember, it can get so hectic. Will the pinch come in? No, Gunless gets one. One final chance now for Red Reserve to break on through. They played this map so close. The lead they had earlier, they do get on in for a moment, but Looney's 2-piece, it's not enough. Red will stay alive for just a few more seconds.
Yep, Josh and Rated doing everything they can. Yes, 3 kills, great. 35 seconds on this hard point to go. They only need 30. Perfect hold, yes, you take it away, but Rise Nation, 1 break, 1 slip. And we will see them slip in for 3 points. Looney finds 2, TJ finds 1. They're going to take control of the vents, and that's looking like a GG if I've ever seen one. Rise Nation,
wow.
Eat up in map number 1. It was not easy. My goodness, it was a bloodbath. And Jack, that's an entertaining hard point for me.
Oh, absolutely, from start to finish. What you love to see if you're a Rise Nation fan is this team keep their composure. They were getting mopped off the start of that game. But then to come fully back into it after being down by over a minute to then take a 40-plus second lead, still be able to close out the map even after giving 2 full sets of streaks to 0. Honestly, if 0 doesn't make some of those, if 0 doesn't have an 8 streak and then a 9 streak, I think that's a much different game for Red Reserve that doesn't go in their favor even more.
Yeah, I mean, it's stating the obvious. I will say Red Reserve, they picked that map. I think they went into that confident, super confident, and they well practiced, I feel. But you've got to remember who they're going up against. Rise Nation, a fantastic team. They've already played that here at the CWL Stage 1. They came out with a victory. And again, yes, it was super close. Red Reserve pushing them, but Rise Nation, you've just got to respect the plays from them. They didn't have an 8 streak. They didn't have a 9 streak on the team. It was just collectively an awesome performance. They closed it out. I do feel if Joe started a little bit hotter earlier on. Again, there's so many things, ifs and buts. What happens?
It's what a few of the players I was talking to before the match said. If Joe doesn't do well or doesn't hold his own up to the standards of what Rise Nation can kind of run and gun with those SMGs, that's where Red Reserve will really falter. What I do want to say is this, I think, is the best a Rise Nation team have looked since CWL Vegas Open. When we saw, you know, the team wind up winning that championship. Obviously, Pacento was back in the lineup then. He had that MVP performance. But again, it's been a while, and it's got to feel good. You're part of Rise to see the team succeeding up to this point. They're going for a 9-1 record after this. And again, I know this team is getting to a point where it's realistically, you know, relegation worries are long and gone.
Yeah, they're top 5 for sure, I think.
Yeah, it's no longer worrying about, you know, are we going to make playoffs? I think now it's like, hey, we win this series, we're basically guaranteed a spot. And right now they are up 1-0. We will go to London Docks next. And Momo, we know how good TJ is at this map.
Yeah. I mean, this map or any other map, he's a fantastic search and destroy player. I will say as well, credit to Red Reserve there. Their S&D has been superb. You've got Zero who can, you know, snipe at any given time. You've got Rated as well who can just lock sights down. For me, Red Reserve, they're a very, very well-rounded S&D team. Yes, TJ is an absolute superstar, but if there is one team currently in Division A who can take their S&D off them, I'm going with Red Reserve.
Well, can they do it is the question as we get ready for game number 2 to start on up. A long day of matches so far. Very entertaining through and through. Some Valkyrie gameplay here and there. Obviously some crazy S&D moments. A few game 5s. Will the one staple be Rise being perfect? Remember, they're already 2-0 this week. They have yet to drop a map. They're now 7-0.
Wow.
This could be a 3-0 start to week 3 with a perfect map count if they can 3-0 red.
I mean, they're just making a statement almost at this point. And what a time to do this. Obviously, you've got playoffs around the corner, $500,000 on the line. You've got CWL Atlanta coming up. You've got event after event. The CWL action continues. And Rise Nation, they're looking to take every single ounce of what they can here. And we're going to be heading to Search and Destroy at London Docks. I'm really excited for this one. Valkyrie had me hyped up. Now we're talking TJ. Now we're talking Red Reserve. Rise Nation as well. You look at them and you put like the likes of Methods up there with the best assault rifles in the world right now. TJ's up there with SMGs. And then you look at the Red Reserve squad.
Quick little restart.
These guys are making a statement to be potentially the best in Europe. Yeah. You know, definitely a top 2 team. Are they better than Splice? It's very hard to tell.
What do you think?
Different divisions. I feel like both teams at their very, very best, I still lean towards Splice. Okay. However, I do feel Splice has gone through a bit of a dip in form. They've had, obviously, the whole issue with Jordan Felony. They looked a little bit shaky when he came back. Then they finished super, super strong with, I think it was a 3-0 victory over EG. Absolutely just destroying. They went home and I was like, okay, Splice are awesome. But I do feel like Red Reserve can beat anyone in the world right now. I feel like they have what it takes. Yeah. But sometimes, I don't know. I'd have to see them play each other. And I mean, I would love to see that. Of course, it would sadden me for one of them to lose, both being from Europe. But if they both make playoffs, maybe it'll happen. That is certainly something I'm excited for. But to answer your question, Jack, I'm saying I'm 55 to 45 in favor of Splice.
Okay. I like the explanation. You definitely have some reason to think the way you do. Heading into Game 2 with Rise Nation in the lead. If you're just tuning in, the hardpoint started off fully in favor of Red. It was looking like they were going to dominate Rise, but Rise finally got a setup, and they went on a huge combined, like, 14 kill streak across the whole team to then take back the lead to wipe away that 70-plus second deficit into Game 2. TJ, I'm expecting him to sprint right into lights. And here he goes. It's every time. It's every single time.
Will it work, though? No, it will not. They know it. They read it. And TJ will have to think of a different strategy.
Yeah, right. And at this point, if you don't know it at this point, like, come on. Are you actively trying to lose games? Zero left by himself in the 1-on-2. Will try to make the round interesting. They do know he has a sniper. These two players from Rise are actually extremely split from each other. Will Looney read this correctly? As of right now, it does appear so. 1v1. And they were just so split. I'm not exactly sure I agree with the setup we saw right there from Rise Nation.
Yeah, questionable. But one thing we can focus on is Zero and Gunless, both 2-0 right now. Not only a round win, but this would put you only 325 points away from your first streak. And I know it's really early to talk about streaks in Search and Destroy, and you can very easily be taken down here. But the bomb is in the hands of Gunless as well. If he gets the bomb down and makes the kill, this could be pretty special.
No, he's dead. Zero should see him here. Wow, Zero clutches the 1 versus 3, and to be honest, it's basically handed to him. It's basically handed to him. I get the thought process. Rise were thinking Zero was still playing middle map with the sniper, trying to hit a shot on the player crossing to B-bomb. You know, hey, we'll one-up him by immediately chasing the kill, hunting him down before he can hit that shot. And you know what? Zero had no intentions of watching that bomb cross. He quick flanked Looney, gets the final 2 kills with the pistol, and just like that, he's got a 3-0 round 1.
I think if I was to pick 2 S&D teams right now in the CWL, who I've wanted to kind of see face off against each other, Rise and Red have got to be up there with 2 teams that are just so good and so disciplined in the way they go about and structure their Search and Destroy. It's really nice to see them go head-to-head. You can see it all in their very specific positions. Zero, of course, 3-0. He's trying to go a little bit slower. Oh, and he's going to make a sound. He's going to find one here, but he should be traded out. However, player does go down in the middle at Statue. Maybe a little bit over-aggressive from Zero, and Methods, wow, kicks his team right up a gear and finds himself now in a 2v1. The bomb is down, so Rated will have a bit of a job on his hands. Interesting to see how he plays this here in a 1v2. He's a smart player, Rated. Just backed off. He's not worried about checking. Smokes go down.
Oh, man. He's going to sprint right into both. Will this timing... Oh. That's one.
And he's out of there. He knows it. And he knows he's going to be chased by it as well. He's checked the bomb. Surely you just shoulder peek. Not going to happen. Gunless does not miss a bullet there, and you have to respect that play. I think Rated will be annoyed with himself there, Jack.
Yeah, that's a frustrating one if you're Rated. Nearly another round where Rise Nation have the number advantage that they basically almost throw away. Would have been quite frustrating, but they do finally recover and win that one to put the game to 1-1.
Close game as we expect here on Search and Destroy. We are only, should I say, into round 3, but It would not surprise me if we see around 10 or 11 here. Nice start for Red Reserve.
Sure.
Everyone putting in a shift here. There's a kill for everyone, I believe. I think we find a second going up in the middle, but look at that. That was just such a concise round.
Oh, that was as easy as it gets. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare a thumb war. Not quite.
That's the point we're at.
Yeah.
That's the point we're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
It literally is a thumb war. It was the thumbsticks. You get it.
Okay. What's round 4? There he is. This is round 4. TJ 0-3. Uncharacteristic start for him, but I think it's less of him playing poorly and more of Red Reserve knowing exactly what he does on this map.
And Josh is doing literally exactly what TJ does here. TJ this time gets up close and personal with the STG. And I like how he's backed off here. He's not been overly aggressive. He's picked up one, put his team in a very good position. I think he picked up 4 first bloods last time we played this map. He's already got 1, and that was the one you've just seen. Looney takes down Zero in the exact same position, looking for the second. Doesn't find it. Josh somehow scampers away with his life.
There you go. There's the cleanup. Rise Nation again. Bring things back to 2-2. So far, pretty standard search and destroy up to this point. Momo, what's going to be the swing part of this game? What's going to give the team, either team, an edge to win this map?
I think it is going to be those first bloods. We see it time and time again how important they are. I really don't feel like we're going to see necessarily streaks kind of come in. We've got 2 really, really strong teams who will, you know, nullify that if it does come up. But I do think these first bloods are going to be the game-changing moments. And right now, it is to his side. Simple as that.
Look at this. They're just fully focusing their aggression towards TJ, and he still gets first blood. They're sending 2 over towards this light side. Typically, teams will only have 1 near B. Will they push on through? This is typically what Rise does in these scenarios. They try to push out the one side it's rated, knowing that he's playing so far back. Spot's gunless. He's been tagged up, but look at TJ trailing this kill. He's gotten around the corner. There's the second of the round for TJ.
He gets first blood, he gets second. He's really is a fantastic search and destroy player. Zero now left in another 1v3 courage. He's got a sniper, which is not going to help anyone. Interesting choice of direction from Rise Nation here.
Hey, listen. There was already a round where Rise had a 3v1.
Oh,
against Zero. This time they'll at least rotate together. Is this going to happen again?
He is nutty with his sniper rifle.
Is this going to happen again? No. They don't let it happen again, do they?
How Zero goes about this is going to be an interesting one here. They have no idea where he is. He has a very brief idea, of course, where they will be. However, has been spotted. They know he's got that sniper. You don't want to give him that position.
I'm scared for them at this point.
I like the way he pulls the sniper out for this. He's anticipating someone being behind the bomb. 19 seconds. Doesn't have a lot of time.
Wow.
Not again.
Not again. That's what Rise Nation say. Back-to-back rounds, putting them up 3-2. And what we talk about with TJ, he was 0-3 off the break, now 4-4. With that, Rise have won 2 rounds because of it.
Round after round here. Back and forth. And again, we see Rise Nation, 3 first bloods, 3 rounds. Red Reserve, 2 and 2 rounds. 90 seconds put back on this clock. It's such a tense kind of search and destroy, and it's all about that first break, that initial. TJ last time picked up one here with the STGs. Swapped to the bar, interestingly. And it's Josh once again just in there, being a bit of a nuisance. Trying to draw someone out. No one wanting to make the first move.
Yep. Well, now it's going to be the smoke, and that actually will not block TJ's vision. He'll see 2 crossing, but both kind of cross his sight lines at the same moment. And he can't connect with a single kill. And I like this from Red. They're just going to immediately rotate. Does Gunless pick up on this? He hasn't seen the guy cross low. He's going to get shot in the back.
He's going to have to back off as well. It will get shot on the side, and that's going to come in from Joe. Now, very strong position, a 4v2.
And I think when you talk about how you think Red are right there as one of the best teams in S&D in the entire CWL Pro League, that's an example of it. They get first blood at B. They bait out the aggression from from TJ pushing up to try to get the kill on sight. Then they immediately just rotate to A without hesitating. Gunless just doesn't read it in time. And because of that, it's going to really win them this round.
Yeah, and one thing I like about Red's playstyle is it's never rushed, or it's never kind of gets a bit chaotic. It's always, there is always a plan. There is always something in motion.
Yep.
And I think it's a very calm approach to search and destroy. Sometimes it's very slow, sometimes it's very quick. And I just like the way that they do approach that. So we'll have to see if they continue to do so. But we are going to see a first blood for Red Reserve. And guess what? We're going to see the round go that way as well.
There we go, 3-3. Red keeping it close. It's still looking for one team to pull away. All sides pointing towards around 11 at this point. Will Zero keep bringing out the sniper rifle? On defense, we'll have to find out. Again, I love that play from Red, changing things up. And yes, there is a sniper again from Zero, but Rise haven't been favoring this A-bomb site so far. It looks like Red will just fight fire with fire as they get aggressive this time around.
Oh, wow. This is aggression at its finest here. And that player staying alive with his lights.
CJ's got into fire now. I don't know how he does it. Oh, these timings are working out so perfectly for him.
It seems so convenient. You know when you think TJ, oh, it's working out again for him. He's got some good time in there. But it's like he knows that two players have got aggressive at B. He knows one will be watching A, and he's picking the holes in Red Reserve's defense. And now he's just been lingering here for 10, 15 seconds. Gonna find another. Doesn't miss a bullet. Zero gonna be taken down. He had a sniper there, so that was only gonna end one way.
And look at how awkward this is. One player's got to worry about the flank. Based off this, they're probably just going to rotate this one all the way to A. And that's exactly what will happen. He's got the entire cross at this point. Can basically just call out, hey, stay alive, you know, watch beer when you're done. He'll call out, there goes one. Well, he just needs to stay alive here. That's his one job. Find a way to just hide.
That's what he's trying to do here. Biding his time, just shoulder peeking time and time again. 30 seconds left. Oh, he's got to be taken from behind. That's raided. TJ does take him down, and now 1v1. Joe does come off better that time. And that is a big, big clutch for Joe. That's a 3-kill streak, a defuse coming in. That's a huge play from Joe.
That's one you have to keep in mind as this game goes on, Momo. That clutch right there from Joe. I thought TJ was going to snap on him for the ace. A couple missed shots, and you see TJ frustrated right there. He knew just how close he was.
We're going to be heading into yet another round. And these rounds, so, you know, yes, we've seen some very quick rounds from Red Reserve, but some of them have been really drawn out as well. 4 First Bloods plays 3. You ask what would be the difference maker here, and it is those First Bloods. This would be a huge, huge round here for Red Reserve.
You know, I know some rounds haven't worked out, but that should be the sign of a great search and destroy team, right? Is the fact that they're getting those First Bloods and closing out rounds. Oh, TJ, that's one you got to win, my friend.
That's one I thought he had one. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he did everything he could there, but raided. Sharp shots.
Here comes the rotation, 4v2. These teams so willing to just move to the bomb to where they expect the least opposition, and every single round it's been the right call.
This is what happens when you get 2 search and destroy teams which are so advanced. 40 seconds, and this is where Red Reserve love to be. They love to get B-bomb down. They love to set up back in this position. They always have the pretty much same setup. Joe actually gets picks instantly. I don't think he expected that. Okay. 2v2 now. Staying alive is so important. Josh goes for the challenge. Big challenge. Oh, he stopped defusing. And actually, he may have actually got that if he continued.
I don't know. I don't know how far he was. I didn't get to see.
Josh, after the gunfight, kind of tucked himself in. He wasn't kind of going anywhere until the shots were fired. You never know. However, you don't need to worry about if he would have. He didn't. And that Red Reserve get another round.
And talk about the swing, right?
Yeah.
That 1v1 by Joe wins them the defensive round. They then go on offense. Now they're up 5-3. They're primed to win this map. Again, look at the scoreboard. Every single player on Red pulling their weight. There's no one falling behind. I love this aggression towards front Cole. Yes, they get first blooded there, but it's different. It's keeping Rise Nation honest, especially when all they've been doing is going towards B. You might as well 3-stack the site.
And you can see, it's so well set up. Zero has the full mid statue covered. No one's coming out of beer. Joach is going to linger around here. Raided does get caught.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, finds one. Oh, and that second would have been crucial. Love the movement around the truck, but he doesn't find the second, leaves Zero in a 1v3.
The third one of this map, Zero all by himself.
Yeah, and this should be, and more than likely will be a Rise Nation round, but that second kill for Joe, I'm not going to say he should have got it. I would disagree with that myself. He had an opportunity to get it, but he was unfortunate with the time, and he got around the corner. He had to get himself away. Yeah.
Zero will jump off the map. Rise Nation bring it to 5-4. Not going down without a fight. They will head back to defense, and that's where they've seen some struggles so far this map, Momo.
They have. The question is now, Red Reserve, obviously, they take a couple of steps forward and get so close to the finish line in the search and destroy. Can they cross it? Or do they lose a couple rounds back-to-back, give Rise Nation a taste of it? And it does not surprise me that we're seeing round 10 at all.
Here we go. Rise changing things up. It's Looney all by himself at the A site. TJ gets one, but it's instantly traded. 3 versus 3.
Sometimes that's what happens with TJ's 9-9 again.
Oh, he'll always have the most kills and most deaths just by the pace he plays at. Methods. Will he get spotted by Raided? It looks like it's going to happen any moment if Raided just peeks on out. Oh my goodness, he's got to see him. He's got to. Oh no, he shoots. At least gets Methods, even if he is traded here, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Gunless just stays hidden in the lights, and Raided's out with his life.
That's huge from Raided. Really big. But
oh my God!
From Josh. Denies Looney. Now Gunless is in a 1v3. This should be a Red Reserve round. We should be seeing things tied up. The bomb's going to go down, Jack, and it is all pointing to Red Reserve.
Yeah, and with the position Raided's in, too, they've got the crosses watched. They're in fantastic spots. Great stuff from Red Reserve to beat Rise in S&D on London Docks. They look well prepared for how Rise like to set up. They find the holes in the setup, and honestly, they just clutch the rounds they need to right there. The 3-on-3, ridiculous stuff. GG's all around.
That is why Red Reserve can beat any team in the world at Search and Destroy. They're so well structured, as are Rise Nation. Yes, you have TJ, the superstar, the maybe best S&D player in the world, but it's not a one-man game. You know, it's very much a team effort. Congratulations, Red Reserve.
We got another series on our hands, folks. You love to see it 1-1 as Red Reserve win the S&D. CTF when we come back. Do not go anywhere. Our final match of the night continues.
I've always seen Splice and us like top 2, especially last year as well. It was the same thing. It was us and Red Reserve, but I don't know. I feel like any team that I'm on is just better. I've always said it.
We've been playing the game for a couple of months, and like we're finally like putting the things we've been practicing into show on stage, which is the main thing, like which we were slacking on towards the start of the game.
I have like 3 of the most confident people in Europe, I guess. Like you got Reese. Everyone claims that he's like delusional, but that's just like being really confident. Joe claims he's the best S&D player in the game, so just overconfidence, and Josh is just Josh, so just gonna come out and play like we have been for the whole year so far.
I'm glad we started off slow and ended the second week of our first time here like strong, because then we can come into this week super confident, knowing when we're paired to our ability and paired to the best, we won't lose to anyone.
Heading on into Game 3 between Red Reserve and Rise Nation. Game 1 was a big lead for Red Reserve, up about 75 seconds. Then Rise stormed back through and wind up winning the map. Game 2, Red win it on London Docks S&D by a well-rounded team effort. And I think that's their key to success if you're going to beat Rise Nation. You need everyone being involved, especially against a team of that caliber.
Yeah, and honestly, I can only see this go in the distance. I really can. These two teams right now, especially in both, you know, Hardpoint and Search and Destroy, I think these guys will go head to head. I think we can split them down the middle. And it brings me to the point that I'm going to make. CTF, this could be the one that wins it for them.
Woohoo! I hope it is. Arden Forest capture the flag. Who will take the swing map to go
tell
up?
Me, Jack.
In this
who are you thinking?
Who's gonna take it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 0-0. We're gonna go into the 18th minute of Golden Capture CTF. TJ, his character, is gonna somehow just be able to walk down middle lane without Red Reserve seeing him. He's gonna pull the flag, and he's gonna run it and cap it.
Sometimes I just wish I never asked. Rise Nation, Red Reserve. All tied up here, last game of the day. Division A, Week 3. Can Rise Nation keep their unbeaten record here in Week 3? Red Reserve looking to catch up, take over, and make their mark.
Well, Rise Nation already going for a flagpole. Let's do it. I'm not even gonna waste any time. Astro Gaming listening.
Chuck, you army Chuck. That's one. It's probably gonna be in you. It's probably gonna be in you.
I'm gonna hit you.
It's an AR.
In our base, Joe already, bro.
We're looking. He's you. One can come down. One can come down.
I'm gonna watch Dome. Can you get
Or
flag?
you.
Get flag and run. Get flag and run.
I got it.
Yeah, they're gonna be you.
Oh, this is best, yo. I spawned my phone.
Nice.
You
Nice.
did.
Take a bell. He can be bell.
Hold that.
Holy fuck.
Going up mid right now.
One's already Kevin Headies. One's already Kevin
Okay,
Headies.
You're looking for zero.
I'm
Zero.
fourth up right now.
Zero.
I'm trying to look my cave.
Flag's back right, yep.
I'm
You
fourth
guys are
hardpoint.
looking for zero,
I'm in
guys?
Dome right now. They tried nading it.
I think this guy's just camping.
Back it up to second.
I think this guy's camping Kevin Headies.
Zero. We never killed. Make sure we try to find zero.
I think he has. Flag. I'm top second right
I
now.
don't see anyone Kevin Headies, then.
They could have backed up then. Yeah, we kind of left.
He's back right Dome
Watch
Chuck.
your sneaks, bro.
In Dome back right Dome Chuck. There's two Dome.
I'm in your no man's.
Listen,
I'm trying to help you right.
Dome is me weak. Dome is me weak.
Maybe help right. Mid's open right now.
We get middle, sort of.
Far on me, dead.
I'm pushing.
Josh was in here. Josh was in here with a sub.
One's Kevin. In Kevin right now.
I'm
I
pushing.
don't see Josh.
Wait. Pierce, check your right. Check your right.
Kevin weak.
He's on their spawn ramp, bro. Zero. Gotta kill zero.
Kevin weak.
There's spawn like back right ramp.
Dead.
Back
Kevin
left.
dead.
We have cabin. We have
Heroes
cabin
back left
control now.
Yeah, I just got to Kevin.
I'm pushing on mid.
Yeah, I'm watching mid until you get here.
Right ramp.
You give it up.
My guy not peeking me. I'm running back.
This is bad side, yo.
We're off spawn. We're all off spawn.
Trying to get back up there.
I'm just Kevin Headies right now.
Top second again.
Middle bridge.
He's back right Dome.
Middle
Chuck
bridge,
again.
Josh.
You pushing?
Is middle open? Don't have to watch
He's
you.
holding.
I have middle. Josh dead.
Nice one.
He's back right Dome Chuck, guys.
Fourth our point. Raiders one shot, middle.
Yeah, really weak middle.
Push on you.
Still holding fire, right, guys. All I have
He's
right
in
now.
Kevin.
One mid for you, Dan.
He's in Kevin. He's in Kevin.
When
Yeah,
you bring out
Rated
smoke,
is in
so when
Kevin.
you die, we
Rated
can
is
bring
in
it out.
Kevin 110%.
Guys, hear me? Bring out a smoke. Like, change your class so when we die, we can bring out smoke by breaking it.
Rated dead.
In Dome. Don't pack it back up.
I want to try to
back
make a
left,
play,
left.
Zenny.
I just picked up an SCG.
Use Dome side, guys.
We did two. You're looking for Joe. Joe and zero. I'll call
Oh, he's on Bridge Heady. Bridge Heady 0. Bridge Heady 0.
Flash weak.
Right off spawn.
Flag one shot now.
He's in a rush. You low right, and one was Bridge Heady. To your right.
To the right.
Oh, one is back there, bitch.
There's two. I'm trying to get
Good
Kevin.
OE
I'm trying to get
left,
to
good
Kevin.
OE
Yeah, I'm
left,
trying to
good
get to
OE
you,
left.
Kevin headies before they
Put
get
on
there.
smoke up.
It's fine.
Zach, I'm top ready.
One's Kevin headies.
You got me. You weak. You one shot. One guy's far right. Top second hard point.
I'm looking at middle
Trying
right
to
now.
let my fire
Far right's
alley.
open. Far right's open, guys.
I have a
I'm stunned
here.
right.
I'm gonna help you left. I'm gonna help you left.
Cave, push my cave in my fire alley. Cave in fire alley.
Gotta watch cave.
Alright,
Don't.
Cave.
No man. No man. No man.
Foot bucker on you. One shot. I got you. I got you.
Side.
Nice. We're missing one.
Yeah,
We're missing.
push,
Oh,
push,
rated.
Zero was far right. Zero was
Yeah, I
far
spawned
right.
cave, so he can be
Wait,
Bell.
I direction. Was it rated?
Check corners, rated.
Yeah.
It's me right. I spawned.
It is rated.
Okay.
If you have a stop, push the shit out.
Check your left corner, middle if you can.
You push out right, you mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Watch
push
the
out.
fire tank.
Fire's weak.
Rated.
tank, he's fire
left
tank
corner.
Fire tank dead. All right, corner guy 3 dead. Push it out right.
Missing Trey.
I'm gonna
Zero's
pick up
on
this
spawn,
guy's gun. I'm trying to pick up
We
this
killed him.
guy's
No, we killed
gun.
him. No, we killed him.
Alright, yeah, I'm one away from streets.
Flags on the peg. What, weak?
I'm top second right now.
One away from streets, yes.
That dude's gonna be bridge heady. The
Did you
tank
have a
always
smoke?
plays
Did you have
bridge
a
heady.
smoke?
Don't, I put it away.
Okay. Try to hit top right. Nice.
Drop one, guys.
Let's explode to the mid. I'm a stun.
Call.
He's weak, flags weak down.
He's under bridge and bridge heady. Under bridge. Both of them. Rated there too. Rated under.
Joe's one shot.
Rated under.
All right, dead. Let's go.
Goes weak, go flag, back left.
You guys got it?
Oof, I didn't hit him. There's two. One more.
Go use Zen. Get it. Let's go, baby.
I can't. Running.
You're good.
You're in cabin.
They could have spawned dome.
Yeah,
They're in cabin. They're in cabin.
Kevin, OE. Left side, really weak from Kevin.
I'm trying to watch your dome. Your
Kevin
bell.
wall and in Kevin, bro.
Are you dead?
If you're close to streaks, you should
Just
play
play
him.
him. Just
I am. I'm
ignore.
one off.
Just ignore them.
cabin alley,
Can you
cabin
pick up my
alley.
left?
I'm trying to watch your bell.
Pick up my left when you spawn,
Yeah.
Teach.
Yeah, I don't think anyone got the bell spawn. They just turtled Kevin.
Yeah, they're all cabin, I think.
If you get one kill.
Shit, I'm coming left.
Rated side bunker.
I'm stunning it. He just threw something at you.
Do
I
anything.
got stunned.
Middle,
I got naded. Rated.
Rated dead.
Perfect. Holy fuck.
You want me to go for this?
Yeah, you can.
One
It
minute,
gets
one
extended. It
minute.
gets
I'm one
extended.
off streaks. You think it's worth it?
Oh, no.
Where's
You should
Flag
hold
at?
map. You should hold map. You should hold map.
Cave, one shot, cave, one bullet.
Stop peeking the cave.
Give me that.
Extra time kicks into play as we've had a 4.5 minute long stalemate.
And Gunless finally died. He was just sat chilling with that flag for a good 3.5 minutes there. Had to do a little bit of footwork to get away. But you see the extra time coming in there, an extra 60 seconds on the clock to see what can be done here. And you saw obviously Rated as well, trying to sneak past, didn't work. A couple of sneak plays, in fact, from both sides. Not coming off, should I say. 30 seconds left though, Jack. I just don't see this changing.
This sums up Arden Forest CTF with just how safe you can play with those flags in the back of the map. 18 seconds left. Best opportunity for a return is absolutely over to Red Reserve, but that kill from TJ. This should... Oh, okay. One-on-one. Zero's just got to go. He's just got to go. On the other side, it's a 1v1 as well. He gets him one shot. No pressure from Gunless, it appears, as he just lets the round end. 5.5 minute stalemate. Woo!
That was a snapshot.
Got the blood pumping right there.
Zero.
Especially at the end.
Unable to get that final kill, was really weak, of course. Would be a lot to ask of him. Going into the second side of CTF, though. Joe with just 4 interactions. It just shows how patient you have to be.
I wonder what the longest amount of stalemates, you know, in time has been in a map in CTF history.
That I can't tell you, Jack. That I can't tell you. I wish I knew. Maybe someone at home can. However, Josh, wow, kicking things off with a nice 3 kill. He's going to push forward. You can see him finally taken down by Looney. On your screen is that man himself. Just bobbing and weaving him. He's so close to streaks as well. He really needs to play his life here. Use TJ as bait.
Here comes pressure now from Rise Nation. TJ around the corner does lose the gunfight versus Josh, and that'll earn him at least 1 streak. Can that be the difference maker in this map? Methods does have 2 streaks of his own, and Looney is so close. 1 kill off streaks for himself, and he's getting challenged from all sorts of areas. He needs help, but it's not going to come in time.
Definitely could be the swing map here for sure. 4 minutes still left on the clock here. Joe, though, he's on a 5-kill streak, believe it or not. He's 5-1. However, he's got the streaks, and he's going to use them offensively. Here we go. This could be where the game changes. Fighter pilot coming down. 1, 2, 3. All 3 players
Glide
down. Glide bomb's in. It's going to connect with 1. Will the flag be pulled out? That is the question. Zero's the man. And he's going to get taken down by Gunless. Looney off spawn as well. And like that, they'll shut down.
Back spawns are deadly as they just come on up and basically get free engagement victories as they're preoccupied with Gunless. Now it's Rise's turn to go on the offensive. 2 dead. They know the final 2 are in their spawn. 0 around fire tank. 0 one shot. The player in bunker 1 shot. That's everyone dead again. Now they know the final 2 players again will come off spawn. It's fighter pilot time as well. Force them into bunker. Rise Nation getting everyone dead, but look at what Red do. They spawn in with Mountain. Will Gunless get out around the corner? No, he will not. 0 stops him there. Will Methods get there in time? Yes, he does, but now there's a glide bomb on the other hand. He's got to get moving. He's got 1 player trailing. The stun comes in. That'll slow him down. He's got a teammate next to him. That's TJ. But he should absolutely be killed. Will Looney now get there in time? He's sprinting the corner. Yes, he will. Will Gunless get there in time to save Looney? Looney does it himself. Oh, my goodness. Will Zero get there in time to now save the flag? The stun comes on in. Connects with the player. He's the last hope for Red. Trying to peek the corner. The flag will go on through. Rise Nation take the lead.
Wow. You know, you have this patient, slow-paced game, and then suddenly, just like that, it all starts to heat up. Joe actually finds 2 with the mortar as well. Looney still on this streak. This would be huge. He finds the glide bomb, is going to die, so a 7.5-second respawn. This flag should be home and dry. However, if there's streaks that are popping up, that will slow things down. And waited, Looney's now spawned up. Does he invest? Yes, he does.
Yep. I think a lot of it comes down to they're just trying to stall on out, wait for players to be able to push on forward. Gunless wins his 1 gunfight. They've got him spawning out Bell.
I love that play, by the way. Technically, you'll mostly see the glide bomb go for the flag carrier. Not Looney. He opens the flag capture.
Oh, my goodness. 2v1 for the return. Methods gets the kill. Will he dive there in time, or will the stun hit? He gets it with Armored. And that might just be the nail in the coffin for Red Reserve in Game 3.
Oh, that's just great teamwork. It really is. The flag's going to go in, and that 1 becomes 2 with only 2 minutes left on the... sorry, 1 minute and 20 on the clock. I'm nearly giving him extra time myself here. This Rise Nation putting in a real shift here, and they are very, very close to going 2-1 up here in the series. Of course, losing the Search and Destroy. They would have loved another 3-0.
Yeah. Gunless has had some very clutch kills this game. He had another one, a big reason why they were able to force the players into Bell, winning that gunfight in bunker, 50 seconds left. And at this point, if you're Rise, you're just playing complete turtle mode, Momo. Stopping whatever pressure Red Reserve can put on.
And it's not like there's just 1 flag, there's 2 with 40 seconds left. A relay, a perfect play would have to be on the cards here. And with Rise Nation and the way they're playing, you know, the percentage of that happening, not very likely. 3 players all back. TJ just wrapping around, securing the base, and with 20 seconds left, he's going to just need to take down Rated as the rest of his team will spawn up. Courage. Rise Nation, they are going to go 2-1 up in the series here. We're going to be going to see another hard point here. Of course, we did see them take Valkyrie in map number 1. They'll be looking to end this 1 in 4.
And remember, Rise up to this point, they're already on their 3rd match of the week. This would put them at 3-0 if they can take this 1 more map realistically in this series. Their map record up to this point, 8-1 overall. The only one they've lost so far this week was that London Docks S&D to Red Reserve. Is this ending in 4, Momo?
Yes. I think this ends in 4. I think, I think it's going to be a really close hard point. I think we maybe could be seeing a 250-220.
Okay.
You know, but I do favor Rise. I think at the moment, with Methods and the way that he's playing, the fast-paced play from Rise Nation is a little bit too much, I think. Just a little, but it is too much for Red Reserve. However, I would love to see this go the whole way.
Oh, well, let's take a look at the Scuff Gaming play of the game from that CTF. No surprise here, it's the first capture, which was just absurd. There's the fighter pilot. Rated gets killed, so Gunless tries to get around the corner. He gets clipped by Zero. Methods recognizes he can get there in time. Zero tries to push forward, can't get the return. Methods then grabs the flag. He has to stop because of the glide bomb. He's got a teammate watching over. He tries to sprint away, gets hit by a stun, so Josh kills him on the outside. TJ then wins his one-on-one. He goes to grab the flag. He gets shot in the back. Next thing you know, Looney's like, wait, I can get there in time. He gets there in time to stop Joe. Then Gunless goes, oh my God, I gotta help my teammate. Looney clutches a kill. Then on the other side, you got Zero going, wait, I can save this play. He's trying to be a hero, throws the stun, slows down the flag, but in the end, the players come off spawn due to those deep spawns. And just like that, the capture goes on through. Pretty simple.
Pretty simple stuff, right? Just like that.
Textbook capture the flag there for your scuff play of the game. And you mentioned that 5.5-minute long stalemate inside one, and then you have a moment like that. It was like 35 seconds of gut-wrenching action that Rise just come out on top by even, there was like 3 different scenarios there where a couple different steps forward from a player is a return, is a stop, is a capture maybe on the other side for Red. Just doesn't work out.
Yeah, unfortunately for Red Reserve, again, you know, such a close game. The hardpoint first map was really close. Search and Destroy, of course, goes down to the wire, and then the CTF, we see stalemates like that. And yes, Rise Nation, they start a little bit of a momentum, and they may be able to take this into the second hardpoint. It's going to be on Saint Marie du Mont.
Saint Marie du Mont. Saint Marie du Mont.
That is, yep, the 4th map in the series. What about yourself, Jack? I'm leaning towards Rise Nation in 4. You think this can go all the way? You think this is a game 5? You think Red Reserve have got what it takes to push it?
Listen.
I'm listening.
I want it to happen. I want this to go all the way to a game 5, round 11. Let's break some records here on broadcast today. If those of you out there who are going, oh man, I'm so sick of hearing this fat bumbling idiot or this British redhead. Obviously, that applies to, obviously, Benson or Momo. Good news, I think Maven will be back tomorrow. His illness is over. Or closing in on being over. So maybe just send Maven some well wishes on Twitter. As we get into game 4. Rise Nation looking to close out the series here. Not trying to go to a game 5 against Red Reserve.
Well, we'll be heading to that restaurant, that middle hardpoint as always. For me, I'm looking at Joe, seeing if he can have a little bit of a better start to the hardpoint. Very difficult, the role that he plays. You know, he's going to be running into the likes of Methods in gunfights. He's just simply not going to win. But those are gunfights he most definitely can. TJ goes down. Can he find a second? And the third is Joe. Kick things off with 3 kills. He's not going to get the points for the hardpoint there, but he's working towards those streaks straight away. You just love to see that, don't you?
Oh, you absolutely do. As you've got Red Reserve just trying to stay alive in top red. And the kill feed all goes in their favor. Will the spawns, though, for this Winery Hill, I think calls are coming in from TJ. Hey, I'm spawning out, I'm spawning out. You know, they're going to be coming from field and front street. Zero sneaking around top, gets shot in the back.
Traded out. Joe does find number 4. This is what he needs. Not only a couple of kills, and yeah, definitely will help the team, but it just gives you that confidence. You start a game where you're 4-0, 5-0, you're getting those streaks in nice and early. Just what you need. Just what you need. And if you need a game 5 rated.
Oh my goodness. They can do no wrong right now. Joe hasn't died yet, by the way. He's 4-0, and there you go. TJ finally gets 3 kills by himself. Can't find the 4th, but the damage has been done. Red now having to try to flood through the front. Rise Nation know that. Gunless lines up 2. Gets help on the 1 kill. 42-25 to score. I think maybe Red give this one more push. They've got everybody here, so they might as well. Entry from Red. Looney with 1 with the SCG. Swaps to the submachine gun. He's got some help from Methods. Zero now trying to flood through the right lane. Not going to happen. There's the cleanup. Rise Nation will hold the scrap time. And now they've got the tough rotation towards this back courtyard hill.
The thing that they do have, though, is that they've won those gunfights with 20 seconds left. So this now push out here is where they can, you know, win a couple of gunfights and completely flip all the spawns. Yep. Is it going to happen? Doesn't look likely here. But Looney on your screen, just lingering around. TJ picking up a kill, and that's going to be on rated. If they push over that halfway mark, you could even flip the spawns. But 8 and 5, that's rated and
here
Josh,
they go.
They're going to spawn up just in time. Next wave of kills could be crucial.
Oh, that's not a gunfight you're going to win very often. Kills coming in for Red. Gunless, the last hope. He's got 2. Unfortunately, though, for Rise Nation fans, he does fall shortly after, and you see from Sky Camera just how tough this is. Nades flying in, choke points being watched. Red Reserve have everybody there. I just don't see how this one happens. The time should go over to Red, but oh, whoa. A back barn spawn. A back barn spawn.
Is it going to change anything, though?
A back barn spawn. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do a thing.
Doesn't change the outcome here with 15 seconds. Red Reserve looking to tippy-toe over that triple-digit mark. Oh, great shots from Joe there. 6 and 5 now. With a 4-kill streak for 0, they're looking to maybe capitalize on that. And Joe trying to shoot through that barn. He's going to find one.
Streaks. I'm telling you, we're going to the game 5, baby.
These streaks could connect. There's no time to swap out for Mountain. 0 finds 1. He finds the second. Rated's handed them the third. They'll have full control. They can push out now. Whether the glide bomb comes in or not, I'm not too sure. But Rise Nation, they answer back instantly. Joe is on a phenomenal streak here. Woo! And so is 0. This is all looking good for Red Reserve.
If I had $1 for every 8 kill streak Zeros have this series, I'd have $3.
You're a wealthy man, Jack.
Woohoo! Some cheeky peri-peri chips at Nando's. How there, mate?
What are you even talking about?
I don't know.
You've lost the plot, Jack. I'll tell you that for free. Red Reserve, though, they're looking for a game 5, and Rise Nation are trying to claw their way back into it. But Jack, let's not forget.
Yeah.
Map 1, who was in the lead?
Well, it was Red Reserve, Momo.
And who came back?
I think that was Rise Nation.
That's 2 out of 2 for you, Jack.
Thank you, sir. As Red Reserve still up by 50, still holding the front line. Gunless with the team kill there on the TJ, and whoo, Methods gets stuck by 0. They're up by almost a minute now, and if you remember from map 1, it was a 70-second difference that Red had. But streaks on this map, much more impactful than Valkyrie.
Absolutely, a lot of cover on Valkyrie. You can just get in that ventilation room. However, you look at the lookout post, the parking lot, even back winery. You can rain fire from above. We'll see if they can come in. But Jack, I feel like this is getting out of hand. And I feel like we could be very well seeing a game 5. Rise Nation, if they stand any chance of it, they need to turn it around now. The problem is they're going to be fighting against streaks here. Kill feed, yellow, red, yellow, red. Back and forth. Looney does break that chain. But 0, he's getting in a position now. He makes this kill. He uses the streaks. Good night, Methods.
Oh,
sleep
goodness.
tight. Tucked you in.
If this is the break here, I'm calling the map, honestly. If they can break on through right now, glide bomb coming on in. Where will Joe spawn? He tries to wait out in time. You watch the kill cam, but they won't spawn close. Rise, even now they're not getting much time. 0 looking for these spawns, wins the gunfight versus Methods. He is not missing right now.
Do you know what? I'm thinking you could be on $4 very soon, but denied. Gunless is going to take that away from you, that opportunity. 160 plays, 75 courage. 30 seconds left here. I'm looking at the rotation. There's actually one player right in the middle. 0. He's having an absolute star-studded performance here. 23 and 13. 53 seconds on the hill. This guy can do no wrong in game number 4.
And I'm hearing how loud Red Reserve are now getting. Rated extremely vocal for this team. They're looking for one of the toughest parts of all hardpoint on St. Marie. That's the scrap time on Winery and the rotation win towards the new hill. Oh my God. Not only will they do it, but you've got 0 pitching the players spawning on up that ammo. That'll actually force the spawns over towards the back barn, but either way, it's a full 2-minute lead now for Red. They want this game 5. Every single player firing right now.
Oh, Red Reserve are playing fantastically. You really can't fault them at this given time, except for team killing, but who cares? You're taking 3 down as well. Rated will respawn right next to you. You're going to jump on that parking lot, rake in a couple more seconds as well. They've got score streaks for the lookout post. You've got to feel like this is most certainly a game 5. Wow. Wow.
Told you it was going there.
I didn't believe you, Jack. I doubted you. And I doubted Red Reserve.
Wrong decision, pal. Wrong decision. One final chance for Rise Nation. Will it happen here? Can they make the miraculous play happen? I don't think so.
I mean, it's just got to be perfect. And Red Reserve are in too much of a... too much good form on this map in particular to let anything like that happen. They've got streaks. They've got the momentum.
At this point, just drop the artillery.
Yeah.
Drop the. There you go. I was wondering what was going to happen. Finally, they'll call it on, and I think it was a little bit too late, but either way, Red have bodies here. Zero with his 74th two-piece of the game. Now 28-17. Rise have to go through middle street. Joe knows this. He'll get towards top sandbags. Fire down on 2. Fire down on 3. TJ pushing on in. Red looking to end it now. Zero's playing a step ahead, watching for the people who'll try to push in the hard point. This should do it here.
Yeah. An individual performance from Zero has... I know Joe is just toe-to-toe with him as well, but those two have been on another level. Joe, with 50 interactions as an SMG player, it shows the difference from a game where he's dropping 9 and 21 to 30 and 20, and your 100-point club Rise.
It makes all the difference in the long run. As now we will have a game 5.
And I think there's no better way to finish this series. The question is now, do we see a round 11?
Yeah.
Oh, you're that certain?
Oh, I told you. It's happening. Round 11's happening.
And if it doesn't?
Then my name's not Jack Dunlop.
Okay. That is a bold and confident statement. Red Reserve, though, smiles all round as they push this to a game 5. Red Reserve trying to steal that top spot. Rise Nation trying to solidify the top spot here in Division A.
They're like so close to... I'm not confirming or denying, but I think it would get them quite close to clinching. But folks, when we come back, game 5, one last map. Don't go anywhere. Game 5 of our final series of the night between Red Reserve and Rise Nation. It's been back and forth up to this point. Who will come back out the better S&D team in Game 5? We'll have to find out.
Rise Nation obviously have a point to prove as well, losing out on their first search and destroy to Red 6-4, London Docks. However, we're heading back to the Forest. Last time we were here, Red Reserve fell 2-0 at CTF.
Yep.
Will it be the same outcome? Is it back and forth? Or is it Red Reserve's time to show them how S&D is played?
I don't know how to call it. Chat. Oh, we're restarting. We'll get a quick little reset here.
Oh, okay. I was all ready to get into that, Jack.
Right? Yeah.
You need to get me hyped up again as we go into it, okay?
Okay. We'll try to set the stage here. Our final match, though, looking quite good.
You're very tall. Jack is
I've been trying to hold this pose. I wasn't sure when the director was going to come on over. Dude, I just missed. Whoa, are you that much taller than me?
You're in a box.
I am in a box. We're about the same height.
Jack stole my box. Now I look small.
I'm so
fine.
short, dude.
I'm going on your box with you.
Come on, come join.
we go.
Come join.
That's
This
close.
is the whole day. We've casted, what, 4 series together today?
Yeah, and every single one, well, I've casted 3, but every single one, Game 5, it's what we love, it's what we live, it's what we breathe, it's CWL.
Yeah, I just said we've casted 4 series together.
Yeah, but we
I've
didn't.
casted 2 with Chance that I vividly remember. Like, that was like an hour ago.
I casted one with Merc, it felt like 3 days ago.
I don't know why I just blatantly lied and said I've casted 4 series with you today, because it just wasn't true. As we get ready for, I think Red Reserve needed a quick little reset there.
I think we needed a quick reset as well.
We did too.
Getting the right mindset for, it is the last map of the day. It has been a long day, absolutely. A lot of Game 5s have come in.
Yeah.
It's such a big game. I was saying in regards to Echo Fox versus Era, the reasons why that was absolutely huge. But this as well, same caliber, but this time different end of the division.
It's funny you put it that way. Different end of the division. What does this win mean for Red Reserve if they take down Rise Nation? What do you think the takeaway is from fans?
First of all, they are up there as the best, some of the best. Are they the best? No, they're up there with the best S&D teams in the world. They are solidifying themselves as, in fact, they've already solidified as a top 2 European team. They're trying to make their mark over Splice, but they don't care about being the best in Europe. They want to be the best in the world. Is this gonna prove it? Absolutely not. Is it one step closer? Maybe.
Maybe. Who will be sniping?
Joe. I'm kidding, not Joe.
Maybe no one. Armored scope from Gunless. I can almost guarantee he's going to the A cabin wall. Scoped from Rated, as he'll probably go towards bunker, and 0 will be in middle map.
Straight away, tacticals are going to be out. Looney is going to be connected, and so is 0. Doesn't matter. They're going to be pretty much useless. But Joe kicking things off with first blood, but he's going to be traded instantly. That's going to be number 2, and traded instantly.
2v2. 2v2. Methods and TJ up against Josh and Rated. Rated will go for this bomb plant. Oh, did TJ spot? He did. TJ spotted Josh playing the outside cabin cover.
Such a hard shot to make. Rated isn't going anywhere.
I can almost guarantee that the callouts come in of how the setup is going to be broken.
Oh, TJ, okay.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Rated has dipped. I think he's just behind this little cube. And I think he's trying to bait out that he's fully rotated. But TJ, no matter what here, he's going to spot him. It's just where the Rated. Oh, that's tight.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. He's going to get it.
They got the defuse. They got the defuse, but
that timing would have been...
That timing would have been horrifying. Horrifying. But in the end, Rise Nation do win the first round as they get the defuse. I like how Gunless was able at least to get 1 kill, even when getting swarmed by smokes and other grenades. TJ, dead from Josh.
First blood once again does go to Red Reserve, but it didn't matter in round number 1.
And it might not matter here.
Yeah, again, Method stepping up to the plate. He's on a little bit of a streak. Nothing crazy at 2.
Oh, they've got Josh pinned.
Tick, tick, boom. Oh, okay.
One shot.
Oh, he's so weak. My goodness.
Man, the fact that they haven't closed his kill out. Now Methods will take matters into his own hands, but he's instantly traded. 2 versus 2. 44 seconds left in the round. And Joe will be spotted on this flank. Yeah, no way you're fighting that. Gunless with another. He's now 2-1 as well.
30 seconds left. 1v2. What can Joe do here? At the moment, he's just rotating round, and he's in a pretty good position. He's gonna be spotted. Wow, and actually challenges. I'm quite surprised at that, but doesn't pay off for him. He's gonna be put down, and that's gonna be from Gunless himself. Ooh.
Yeah, I think Joe is just kind of hoping maybe something could happen there. But Gunless sees right through it. 2 rounds to Rise Nation. Again, if you're just tuning in, Game 2 went to Red Reserve by a scoreline of 6-4 in Search and Destroy. 2 first bloods, Momo. 2 wins for Rise Nation. That was not the case back in Game 2 when, for the most part, when the team got first blood, they would close out the round.
And don't get me wrong, I know the first bloods have been pretty much traded, and people will argue that, but that's a 3rd first blood for Red Reserve. Are Rise going to answer the call once again and just answer back? Statistically,
I think they're just going to rotate.
Crazy. Look at number 6. Gunless is all the way rotating around here.
3-3. He's got to check his fire. And he's calling. I just heard Looney scream. Like, literally scream at the top of his lungs, a fire alley call out, but Gunless just can't convert the kill.
2v3 now, and Rise Nation, again, numbers do not favor them.
Oh, will TJ check this? He keeps not looking towards where Zero is.
Zero is in a great spot because of, obviously, the weapon that he has as well. TJ with this SMG.
Oh my God.
So, what is happening? What is happening? They nearly just literally killed it, like traded a kill.
Imagine.
Wow. I mean, I honestly think there's just no regaining from that.
No.
I know it's...
Well, the whole game or that round?
No, just when you engage, they engage with each other, I was like, that's the round over.
Yeah.
Like, there's no going back. I bet the whole Red Reserve squad was like, wait, where is he? And they're like, I'm not shooting him.
Yeah.
Neither am I. Oh, they're shooting each other. That makes perfect sense.
You know what it is? TJ's such an S&D guru, he knows something else.
What are we watching? I'm absolutely...
They were so panicked. Oh, man.
Highlights how intense it really is when even the pro
Right.
players are just flinching. And if someone shoots you, you got to shoot back.
Wow. TJ gets traded. What a surprise. First kill, first death.
4 kill streak for Josh. 2 go down, though. And Josh, this 4 kill streak, how does he play this? Because does he play for these streaks? This is a tough decision because streaks are so important on the... he's got to back off, surely. Yeah. Inspect your weapon. Back off.
And the good thing is Looney planted it. He's 0-2.
Yeah.
It's not like... I mean, if we go to him for a second, just to go to Looney, like, look at how far he is from streaks. Even if this bomb blows up, he still needs to get 3 more kills. It's not the worst case scenario.
Just bide his time here. 10 seconds to go. And we can just admire the scenery. The burning lantern in front of Josh. Look how beautiful it is. What? Modern forest. I'm just passing the 10 seconds, that's all.
I like that.
Round goes to Rise Nation. Now we can get back into the action.
Will we see coveted shoot your own teammate defensive strategy come out of Rise again here?
I hope not.
I think Rise Nation fans hope not too. And they're going to go for the standard setup on this map. Oh, Josh gets stuck by TJ. A quick trade, though, by Joe. And again, first kill and first blood from TJ.
Yeah, TJ is...
It's literally like this. Instead of... When Rise play S&D, instead of it being a 4v4 with a minute and 30 on the clock, it's a 3v3 with a minute and 15 on the clock. That's basically how they start their Search and Destroys.
Well, it seems to be working. Every now and again, it's a 4v3 with TJ just absolutely rocking it. 50 seconds left. Rise Nation lead 3-1.
It's just not a gunfight you're going to win. They need help from Gunless. Gunless, will he get Joe before he gets to the power position? He will. Does he check bomb? No, he never checks bomb. How does Gunless not check bomb there? 1v1.
This is, again, these kind of rounds, these 1v1s. These are the ones that are going to win or lose you the series. Looney backed off, reloaded. Zero doesn't have that bomb as well. He's been spotted.
Wow.
That's such an important round for Rise Nation. And you could hear it. I mean, we can hear it. I'm not sure whether you guys can at home. These guys getting hyped here. Last game of the day. It's late here. Columbus, Ohio, 11 p.m.
Think in game 2, that's an example of a round that went in Red Reserve's favor to win them that game. Here, it goes the opposite way, and Rise Nation win it.
And 4-1. Do they come back from this?
Looney plants his bomb, he earns streaks.
Smoke's going down. Things get aggressive in the middle. He is a little bit slow. I don't think he had airborne on, but look. Oh my goodness. Brady finds one. Not going to find the second. It's Methods who he takes down. Looney still alive, still trying to get for those streaks. TJ again putting another kill on the board as he finds his 8th interaction of the game.
Oh, Joe for middle map. Tries to give his team a chance, but it's another quick trade by TJ, and just like game 2, they find an opening, they go right for a quick rotation. If this bomb gets planted, do you just use these streaks to guarantee a round win?
I would say no.
Okay.
I think they can win this 2v2 without the streaks. Dependent on it, because if you use...
Oh, here it comes. I like this a lot. Looney's screaming the call-outs. Zero tries to get behind cover. They know exactly where he is now.
That is why I am a caster.
Oh my gosh.
No, there's just no way. There's just no way.
I love that. Don't even let them switch to mountain.
I actually thought he didn't unlock the glide bomb. That was my reasoning for it. I was thinking you don't bring in a fighter pilot and take yourself off the map. You know, in the olden times you would say you never take yourself out of the game. Little did I know.
The olden times?
The ye old days.
Ye old days. We never said take yourself out of the game.
Take yourself out of the game.
5-1 Rise, running away with game 5. At this point, if you're red, you know they have a fighter pilot. They have at least one player with mountain on, and these stuns a lot more impactful in the middle when you can't run armor. First blood, TJ. He knows there's another one close, too. Joe can't get away. 4 versus 2. They're slowly bleeding them out. Looney now calling in the streak. He won't see anything, and that might actually cost his team as he gives up middle map coverage. Josh in the 1 versus 3. Josh versus Methods and Looney now. GG.
Not gonna happen. That is a GG. And Rise Nation find themselves again in a very, very